All right, Stella, how's it going?
Good, sir.
Good, good, good. Okay. So in this session, right, what we're gonna do is, I get a lot of questions about like how do you go live? I mean, how do you create a pitch deck? So you and I are gonna go through it. I love your handbags, by the way. I think they're amazing. I saw them on Instagram. Um, so I want to go over it and help
Thank you, sir.
you and other people understand who are trying to get funding for their companies, what investors are going to be looking for. And so I'm going to give you an examples. But before we go over any of that, like I would love to hear about your company, right? So please let me know and let everybody else know live what the name of your company is, and what you do and where you're located.
Okay, sir. I'm located in Nigeria and I am a bag maker. What we do, the name of my company is Ablaze Handcrafted Bags. And what we do is making varieties of bags, moving with season, moving with fashion. As it comes up, we create what we feel the world wants and what we complement them. So we make such as school bag, lunch bags. I mean, building, creating something that can actually be called building, just like building a house. Yes, we build handbags for fashion purpose, for shoot purpose.
Stella, you still with us? Stella. Stella, you still with us? Okay. While we're waiting for Stella to come back, let's go over the details of it. So in this episode, right, we're going through today is to try to help creators who are interested in pitching their companies to investors on the idea of what does it take or what does it need to look like in order to do that. We get a lot of pitches from a lot of creators who are interested in pitching their companies, from all across Africa. In fact, sometimes people submit it from different parts of the world. Because of that, I see the same trends, and so I want to try to help, um, particularly those who are interested in getting funding or trying to work on their pitch so they can get funding, put together the pieces using AI to help them. There's, in my opinion, there's nothing greater right now as far as a leveling tool of the world than AI. And so, what we can do in this situation is use AI to try to help creators get what they need, even if they don't have a bunch of resources. If they can at least tap into some of these GPTs, they have the ability to go ahead and get to the same level of presentation as anybody else. It's all about people, right? So the better you can reach somebody, the better they like your idea. The more people you reach, the more chances you have of finding somebody who's going to fund you. But most importantly, you do have to have certain indicators or certain ways to be able to tell that story to somebody so that it's very genuine, it's very clear to them. So if Stella comes back during this time period, great. But I'm going to specifically use this time period in this episode of the Returners podcast to go over how to set up your pitch. So without further ado, I'm going to save the screen. Now, for anybody that's on TikTok right this minute, the only way for you to see me on TikTok right now, let me see if the sound is there. So the only way for you guys to see me on TikTok is for you to use the link that I'm going to put here for you on YouTube. Unfortunately, TikTok does not have, or at least on mine, does not have a screen sharing feature. and so I can't share the screen from the desktop. But I can give you the link that you can see it live on our YouTube, and that way you can take a look at it and watch me in real time. So let me pull up that link real quick for everybody on TikTok. I'm also going to put the link in the Instagram chat so you guys can see us as well. Give me 1 second. Let me get over there. And while we're doing that, I'm going to continue to reiterate the importance of staying out there, staying active, and trying to post as much as you possibly can when it comes to you and your ideas, because that's the only way that, one, you're going to get better at the process, and two, you will eventually find an investor. I've raised over $2 million over the last 4 years from institutional investors, accredited investors, and also just everyday people. I've learned a lot along the way, so I can help out a lot of people when it comes to investing. Please feel free to reach out to me at any point in time. Let's see. There. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm gonna share the screen now with you guys. Share screen. Let's get that out. First thing I'm gonna share with you is basically how to make the 5-minute pitch, right? So, okay, so if you're looking at my screen right this minute, I'm gonna take a few minutes so that everybody's site or their app can load on their side so that they can see everything. But it's how do I build a 5-minute pitch deck, right? The goal is to define the audience, the type of investor stage, craft one line that pops, right? Outline floor slides, problem solution, how to market it. Pick 2 killer visual slides, right? Script, 30 seconds each slide. Validate it with TAM, so what your market is, your market size, and then end with some type of call of action, right? Now, when you're looking at this, a lot of times people are like, okay, that's a lot of steps. It's really not that many steps, right? You can break this down pretty easily. What I do now, I used to take hours and days and deliberate over it or whatever else it may be. And it caused me a lot of issues because then I would get exhausted and I'm like, all right, I'll come back to it. And it would take me weeks to come back. Now I use powerful tools that we have. So one of the most powerful tools that we have is, I will share the screen here again, is chat, right? So chat will allow you to, let me see, I'm sharing the entire screen, right? Let me stop and share the entire screen. Go back. So screen, make sure there's nothing weird up. Okay, nothing weird up. Okay. So chat will allow you to do this really, really quickly, right? So one of the ways that you can do this really quickly is if you go to Chat GPT, and pull this up. Now, I personally have the paid for chat, which means that I can continuously do this. You can use the same exact process, right? You can do the same exact thing in the non in the chat that is free, right? You won't get as many times to be able to do it, but at least it'll get you started. So the first thing you want to do is say, look, chat, I want, let's say you have a business idea first. So you have a business idea. Our business idea is a demo. It's called Cold Chain X. The whole series behind Cold Chain X is the fact that it is made to be able to use sustainable energy to cool areas where there may not be cooling and to refrigerate food. My focus is specifically Africa, so I'm thinking about places that may be remote. How do we get that food cooled there in those areas? And so I came up with this idea of Cold Chain X. It's not a real company, but I want to create a 5 slide pitch deck for, hey, Stella,
So
I'm already in the presentation. Will you do me a favor? Will you just mute yourself for a minute? You can watch me do this.
I should introduce myself again.
Yeah, no, no, just mute yourself for a minute. I'm already in the presentation. I had to go ahead and start it. So just mute yours for a minute and then we'll bring you back. So just mute.
I can't really hear you, sir.
So mute your, here, I'll do it.
Okay.
Cool. Okay, so you want to say I want to create a 5 slide pitch deck for my company, Cold Chain X, right? Chat will literally give you a 5 slide deck. You don't have to do much thinking. Stella, please mute. Do me a favor. Please mute your mic real quick.
Okay. How will I do that?
Okay, I'll mute it. Let me see if I can mute it. Hopefully that holds. Okay. All right. Now, what you'll notice is that chat has now given me a 5 slide deck. Problem, right?
I can't hear you, sir. Mr. Williams. Hello, sir.